Welcome to the dialogue, Nama. We are so excited to have
I'm
you.
excited too.
And just so the people to know, Tell the Truth Thursday. So September is actually what I term the physical month. And so we're dealing with all topics related to your physical body. And we'll touch on sex later on this month.
Nice. Okay.
We're going to have our nurse Toma will join us next week. We're also, you cannot have physical health without mental health.
Right.
So health is a standpoint that we're going to talk about. Resources, relevant resources. And there's also a number of physical holidays like that are related to fitness and wellness this month.
Right.
International Women's Health and Fitness Day, which is the last Wednesday of the month. So I'm thinking about this day. I said, we need to talk about moving your body. Well, who do I call? Miss Nama's one of them.
I appreciate it.
Thank you, Nama, for coming to the dialogue to share with the people your journey, your story, your business, and yourself. So we appreciate you. Tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Absolutely. First and foremost, thank you, Mosey. Like, this is tremendous to me to even have me in mind. So I appreciate it. I am passionate about overall health and wellness. I have recently graduated with my master's in public health because of my journey in life. I originally was, I want to say, considered overweight / obese. And I knew then, this is like early 20s, I knew then I was uncomfortable. So I decided to make a change within myself and started to like apply the necessary actions, which is at first was very strenuous, difficult. I hated doing the physical work in it, but then it became a passion of mine, so much so where I created my brand Wazobia Dance. And that came upon like just me having those feelings about working out initially and wanted to create something that can speak to our culture, also speak to our beings, particularly as women, and really more so embracing ourselves and feeling good while doing so, and just being in tune and using it as a healing art tool, but also self-care and self-love platform. But yeah, so Wazobia Dance has definitely became my platform to like really show my inner self and be comfortable with my overall self, and allowed me to continue to grow within my life processes.
I love it.
So yes.
I love it. Welcome.
Thank you.
I want to say hi to the people. Chat, if you're still on, I want to say hi. Hey, Frat. And as you come in, remember to like, comment, let us know you're there. Share this to your page, to your friends, anyone that you know that is interested in fitness and an alternative measure of a workout. Because let me tell you, and I didn't think about this till now, I should have brought the clips. Wazobia is a full workout.
It's a full workout. We don't feel like working out.
Oh my God, I need help. So tell us, what is Wazobia?
Okay, well, the word Wazobia itself, most people don't know, unless you personally know me and my family, we're Nigerians. So the word itself came from or established from Nigeria, and it's pretty much 3 languages combined into one word. These languages are Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo. And within each language, the word says exactly the same thing in English, which means come. So saying come 3 times. And I just put the dance behind it because I want to invite people to come dance. And I thought it would be appropriate to like put the dance because we are physically moving and dancing. So that came about in that aspect as far as Wazobia. Wazobia, the brand overall, came about in what I briefly shared just shortly ago, as far as me having the vision and me wanting to do something that I can enjoy doing with not feeling as if I'm working out, but also feeling as if I'm embracing myself while I'm working out.
Yeah.
You know, so I want to make sure like I feel good, not just thinking about the pain doing it, but also like feeling the pleasure in doing it, because it's all about us, our self-care, our self-love, and just embracing our boldness, our confidence within these movements. And that's partially another reason why I created Wazobia Dance, because I wanted people, me, myself included, because at that time I wasn't as confident, but I wanted people to feel confident while doing the movements, because it will, especially if you're not a dancer, it will definitely get you out of your comfort zone and put you in a space where you be like, man, forget who's watching me. I'm about to do me. And that, you know, initially had the thoughts I had while creating this platform, Wazobia Dance.
Yes. Okay. So first I want to say, hey to Miss Wanda. You know, we know Miss Wanda.
Hey, Miss Wanda.
And yes, there are links to the dance. What's your YouTube? You're on YouTube, right?
I do have a YouTube. And it's Wazobia Dance TV on YouTube. Check me out. I definitely have instrumental videos where I break down the movement step by step, and then you guys can join me and do it with me in your home, of course. But there are videos there in YouTube, and then of course we have our Instagram platform, which is Wazobia Dance 1. Same thing on Facebook, also Wazobia Dance 1.
So I'm putting it in the comments.
Okay, thank you.
Because, do you have space to show us any moves?
Honestly, Mosey, I do not have space. I wish I did, you know, because I would love to break out some moves.
But that's okay.
That's the purpose of the YouTube. You know, if anyone is interested or curious, definitely I encourage to check out that YouTube channel. You guys will see not even some moves, y'all see a whole dialogue of things.
And
so,
I remember. I mean, you get up. So it's definitely so. Okay, talk about the workout for women, for men, for children, for who?
Yeah, it's for my experience. Of course, I invite any and everybody because I don't turn anyone away. But from my experience, I can say I had more women, and most of these women had daughters. Not most of them, but I want to say a good fraction of them had daughters that were probably like, let's say 9, 10, or probably in their teens, and they brought their daughters along, and it was a great experience for them. I want to say for those particular group of individuals, because they got to bond with their daughters during that time frame, because you know, you doing you, enjoying the dance movements, and then your daughter is on the side of you also enjoying it, because it's definitely appropriate, it's definitely age appropriate. So I have had quite a bit of that situation, primarily, again, women, and of all caliber, all ages, all size, shapes, they all in there. And then I probably had like a trickle of men, some men that came with their girlfriends to like support them. But I want to say it was a fair, good dynamic of individuals.
Yes. I find it's not a sensual dance, but it can be, it helps build that confidence in those areas.
It is a little sensual though.
Is it?
We have like a few songs, not the whole Wazobia dance, but we have a few songs where you really like embrace yourself in a sensual way, but it's not inappropriate though. It's only to bring that confidence and build that confidence within ourselves. So
I would encourage the brothers to go. Take your ladies. Yes. When we do open back up to that level, but also open up your YouTube and your living room with you and your SO and get to moving. It is a full body workout and it is fun. And like I said, I didn't think it was sensual, but I was like, I know there's sensual elements to it.
I think I remember we did an event, and I remember particularly this event because when I did that one song, I don't think it was expecting those movements. So, but yeah, I remember.
Was it the one in February at my group celebration for my sorority?
No. It's the one you did personally.
Yeah. I was like, and back then I had a knee brace on. I was 30 pounds heavier. Yeah.
Hey, progress.
I remember I was like, oh, this will get low. Yeah. So now let's talk about, so you started your journey. Let's talk about how you started your health journey, because that's part of the way I met you. You were repping a health brand, and I was like, I love her spunk and her drive. Let's talk business. So tell me, how did you get started? I know you said that you were considered overweight at one point in time. What was that wake up moment for you?
Well, in my family, particularly on my mom's side, diabetes run deep in our family. So I want to say it wasn't really particularly that per se, although that did play a role. But I think I just got tired of being uncomfortable within myself. And I think I just knew, again, at that time I was in my early 20s, and you go through different emotions in your early 20s. So I just knew I wanted to have a transition take place. And honestly speaking, Mosey, like I promise you, it was a vision, because people, again, who do not know me, I wasn't originally a dancer. I had no background in dancing. When I used to actually dance at parties, clubs, whatever, I used to literally do 2 steps, like literally. Yeah. So like for me now, it again allowed me to break out of that shell that I was in, doing something that was foreign to me. And it goes back because of the vision that was granted upon me by God. And I accepted it.
Yes.
And I ran with it, because I knew it was definitely not only beneficial to myself, but the possibility of being beneficial to other people that may partake in Wazobia dance and such. And also, it spoke to the culture. Yes. I love Afro beats. If you haven't participated in Wazobia dance, the only music we do listen to is Afro beats, primarily, let's say like 98% of the time. So I knew it spoke to the culture. I knew I wanted to embrace my culture within whatever I had going on. So I thought that would be a great avenue to reveal the inner true self. Yes. So that's how that came about. That's where the turning point came, through the vision, because I had to accept it. I didn't want to sit on it. And I took action in it.
You took action.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. That right there is a monumental statement, because I think that's what's needed when you want to make a physical change in your life and in your body.
Absolutely. Yep.
Take action. That's good. Remember that, people. Take action.
It's definitely challenging accepting it, but once you start the process, it becomes a little bit easier. And as you continue to go through the process, it becomes, of course, more easier. So it's just all about taking that action, that first step.
And you also said something else. You said that you had the vision for it, and you had to say yes to the vision.
Yes.
So I have the vision. It's in my mind. I can see it. I know it's divine. I know it was God given. Okay, now I got to make the decision, take the action. I'm so big on what you can see. It's like, what can you see for your life? What can you see for your body? What can you see for your everything? No matter what, if you can see it,
you can do it. You can achieve it for sure. It's meant. I believe it's meant. If you can see it, it's meant for you to do.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so now tell us the journey of Wazobia, because you've done several different classes. You're grant funded. Tell us a little bit more. Get a little more in depth and tell the people, how
sure. Why not? I was like, honestly, again, Mosey, like I personally, starting this journey, had no confidence in my movements. Okay. So I know for sure this is God ordained, because where I am today allowed me to use that platform, Wazobia Dance, to explore and really find myself and get comfortable with myself and embrace myself. All these things that I'm saying, that's what Wazobia Dance represents. Yeah. So within that, like within me just doing what I do and just constantly talking about Wazobia Dance to people and always having that at the forefront, from an early start, never like putting it behind or never shying away from it, whatever the case may have been. I never done that because I knew I wanted it to be worldwide eventually. I just kept on talking about it, and these opportunities just continuously presented itself based on me talking about it. Yeah. So even with me being in grad school, doing the master's in public health, I use this as my exit. It's like an exit project per se, where you have to present some type of program. You have to create a program. And I use my own program, Wazobia Dance, and so happens Kaiser Permanente funded it. They believed in it, they saw it, and they funded it, and they ran with it. And then I got partnerships with so many different organizations and nonprofits through Los Angeles County, based on me just constantly tapping in with people, of course I did the work, and of course I reached out, of course I introduced myself. I had to tell about the brand and do all the research behind how healing arts can be beneficial to the human soul and mind and body. I had to put in the time, and definitely after putting in the time, I went with it and approached individuals with the program, and that's how my partnerships came about, with just me approaching individuals with the program.
Wow. Amazing. Now I'm so very excited for you. I know you're still journeying.
I am. It's not over yet.
No. Let's see. So tell the people again where they can find you and where they can find some of your workouts.
Okay, first and foremost, my workouts are on YouTube under Wazobia Dance TV. Wazobia is spelled Wazobia Dance TV. And then I have a Instagram page as Wazobia Dance 1. And then on Wazobia Dance 1 Instagram, I like to highlight other dancers. So you will see like a whole array of people dancing, because I believe dancing bring healing. You can't dance and have a frown on your face. Right. So, right? So I like to incorporate other people onto that Wazobia Dance Instagram page, as well as the Facebook Wazobia Dance page, which is exactly the same name, Wazobia Dance 1.
Love it. And you'll see in the comments, I'll put a clip from the February event you did, and you had the whole room gasped with like, this is amazing.
I got a few people coming to Wazobia because of that event. Yes. Thank you.
Let me say it publicly. Janice, we told Nama you said hi.
Hi, my love. I miss you guys. I miss you guys beyond my words. Trust me.
I saw you did something at the park, because I walked in Long Beach, and I was like, you did something at the park. Do you do those regularly, or that was like a one-time occurrence?
That right now, so it was the Crave Project. It was their event. They're starting an annual, I want to say, dance festival. So it was a whole process. I submitted some information. They was interested. Actually, one of their representatives actually came to a Wazobia dance class. So she already told the person that was over it about it. And then when this whole pandemic started, she never had the opportunity to join the Wazobia dance class. So when she saw me submit the information I submitted, she was intrigued, and they, brought me along with other list of individuals that dance. And it was cool. I actually have their little water bottle right here. It was really, really cool. Oh, sorry. The Crave Project.
Okay.
But it was so cool because they really highlighted the Black culture and the dancers that are moving with the culture and the community members. So so that came about like that, and I enjoyed it. It was on a park that's set up on the beach, so it was really pretty. It was really nice. But yeah,
I love it. That's why I walk here. When they close the beaches, I could walk at the park and still see the water. So again, for those who are tuning in, thank you for tuning in. Please like, please share, please comment if you have questions for Nama regarding dance, regarding Wazobia, regarding just getting anything that you have related to getting started in your physical fitness or increasing it. Drop them in the comments. We are here.
Please.
So, Nama, let's see. I'm going to get in a little bit of your business, if that's okay.
Yeah, for sure. That's what we're here for.
You're a mom.
I'm a mommy.
You were dancing while you were pregnant, too, yes?
Not so much, because I was doing grad school.
That's right.
So, I was in grad school majority, while I was pregnant throughout, actually.
Right.
So, and then at that time, my husband really didn't want me dancing, being pregnant. Your first pregnancy, people are scared, like, oh no. But so I was more so in the books, during pregnancy. Yeah.
That's my Auntie Deborah. Hey, Auntie Deborah.
Hi, Auntie.
Thank you for the comments. So, but you were still very dedicated and determined to your brand.
Oh, absolutely. I mentioned any opportunity that I could in my grad program of Wazobia Dance. I used the opportunity.
So in that, you didn't consider yourself a dancer before, but you found this way, and Wanda says she's so proud of you.
Thank you, Miss Wanda.
We've known her for at least 5-6 years now.
Oh yeah, it's been probably longer than that.
Has it been longer than that?
I think so.
Oh my gosh. Whew, I tell you, it's flying, but
I
it's
know.
purposeful. And one of the things that I guess I want to encourage the viewers is when you have something you love, or even if you don't, not gonna say you love it because you didn't love dance at first, but you have
Mm-mm.
a vision for it. So
Mhm.
tap into what you are sensing and feeling now, because it might be an avenue for you, right?
Mm. Right, absolutely.
It might be just an avenue for you.
And I can also add to that. I did not love dancing because I didn't know how to dance. But then after doing it and seeing the reactions on people's faces, it became a passion and I enjoyed it and I became in love with it. And I just wanted to like expand myself so much more where I started to challenge myself and really just started to do it for other people. You know, I started to want to serve other people through Wazobia dance.
Yes, yes. So they can book you too, right? If they have a private event in this social
Absolutely.
distance era, how can they reach you to book you?
Well, we do have a email account. They can also like message us here or jot down my email, which is wzobiadance@gmail.com. Yeah, or send a message on one of the social media platforms.
I'm telling you, it's so much fun.
It is. I
It is.
enjoy it every time. Every time I do it, it's always challenging. It never gets easier, but it is so much fun.
Wow, wow. So again, we're talking about fitness. The month of September is related to our physical being, and dancing is one of those things that can really help soothe your mind and your body, and
Absolutely.
and increase your confidence.
Hmm.
Even if you are a two-step king or queen, you know.
Right. Right. Well, crazy enough, Mosey, even when I go out to parties today or where music is being played, I still two step.
You got whole routines, and you still two.
Right. I still two step. Yes.
I, the two-step will never go out of style. It
Mm-mm,
just,
never.
I mean, hey, where you
It
start,
is what it is.
you can start with the two-step, get low, and get back into two-step.
Right. Right.
Be there. Wow. Well, let's see. Anything else you want to share with the people about Wazobia or about their physical wellness?
Absolutely. Their physical wellness. I will definitely share to just trust the process. Whatever you want to do as far as accomplishing your health goals or whatever you want to do as far as transitioning into a different version of yourself,
That's good.
trust the process. It takes time for sure. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to have patience within it. Continue to be hungry for it, and also be in a place where you know that whatever you can envision yourself coming out of,
Mhm.
be in a place to know that's going to be.
Yeah.
Don't have doubt. Know if you put in the work in, you're doing the necessary steps, you're taking your time in it, you're not trying to rush it. And I think you told me that years ago, you can't rush the process. And I'm now realizing you really can't rush no process in life.
Mm-mm.
If it's rushed, then something ain't gonna be right. So you might as well just sit in it, sit in it, take your time in it, embrace it, learn all the necessary lessons within it, and know whatever you desire, you're gonna get whatever you desire out of it.
I love it. I love it. Trust. Ooh, trust the process.
You
Uh,
told me that, Mosey. I, I remember. I was like, oh, Mosey. But
you know,
it's so real.
and the funny thing is, hold on one second. I see my son looking at me. Are you good? School's over? Okay. All right. You want to make you some more food, or you just want to rest for a moment? Okay. We're distance learning. And we had a scooter accident yesterday, so I was like, you get to stay home because we have a program where he can go and do his work for like 4 hours of the day. But I'm so proud of him. I'm so proud of him because at least one of the days I'm walking, I take him with me
Nice.
when we have our time. And he normally there's this big hill that you can go down, and normally he walks that hill with his scooter. But this time, him and his friend were inspired to race the hill. He
Wow.
was, and he won the race. He still won the race.
Nice.
He was flying down that hill to the point where I couldn't even grab my camera because I was so proud of him. Like, oh, let me get this. And then I get closer to the bottom of the hill and I don't see him on his. And I was like, the mommy and me is like,
hey, nervous, panicking, like, oh my God. But he's okay. That's all that matters.
he's okay. And guess what we did? Even after he fell and scraped both of his knees, we did 4.5. We did 4.25 miles.
You looking really good, Mosey, by the way. You looking really good.
Thank you. It is definitely a journey as people, and we'll get into what you were talking about in just a second. It is a journey. I know for me, let's see, I think my fitness, well, I was an athlete early on in life. So I'm used to physical activity. It wasn't until after I had my first son that I become stagnant. Like, so for like years, I was on a basketball court, on the track and field, on everything. Like if it was active, I did it. And so 2017, I looked up and I was my highest. And I'm declaring it that way because we're not going backwards. and I wanted to go to the gym, but I was so emotionally hurt that I couldn't, like, working out was just not going to do it. I tried joining my friend's weight loss program. I had did Weight Watchers. I lost like 11 pounds of Weight Watchers like 5 years prior. And I was just like unhappy. So what happened is I started getting happy on the inside. As I started getting more happy in the inside, then I of course wanted to address the outside. I want you want both to match.
Absolutely.
You don't want to be all bomb on the inside and on the outside you look like you just put together with a piece of tape. Like, that's not it. And so I went back to the gym, and this time I could do the gym. And I remember a friend of mine told me one statement that changed my life, because I was complaining to her about how bad my knee hurt. She said, so you just need a knee brace, right? And I was like, oh.
Is that it?
That was it?
Yeah.
I put a knee brace on and I went to the gym and I started moving.
Yes.
And I was doing that consistently, but not really focused on like what I was eating. I think I was dating the chef at the time. The man liked to cook for fun. Girl, that's a whole nother story.
You are fun.
I like good food and I'm not scared to cook.
Ain't nothing wrong with it. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
And so then that relationship ended, and again, I'm still like, more committed to my health and my physical movement. And moving is one of those things I realized that my body just must do. So I started there. And so something you told people, like, one of the things you got to do is start where you are. If you start with eating correctly, then that's where you started. For me, I started with moving, because moving was something I was used to. And then I started looking at what I ate and what I eat. I'm still not strict in, like, I don't do carbs, and I just do all things in moderation.
Nice. And I think that's how you're supposed to do it. Everything in moderation. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and I'm like, hey, slow and steady, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's what it is. Slow and steady.
That knee brace changed my life. Like, even when COVID hit and I just started walking, and I remember one of my my mentors on here, hey, shout out to Tanya McKenzie with PR with Sand and Shores. She was like, here, you need to do this challenge. She didn't even ask me. And it was a 31-mile challenge for the month of March. Mm-hmm. No, what's the month of March? Because March had 31 days, but I think it was like the month of April, something like that. And I was like, I'm not walking a mile every day. It must have been March. I was like, I'm not walking a mile every day. I just, my mind couldn't fathom it. But I said, I'll commit to 3 miles 3 times a week.
Okay.
Which is about the equivalent, right?
Right.
And basically start with a mile one way, turn around, mile back. Well, that's 2. So let me add a little extra to it.
Right.
Now I'm at 3. And I did that and I hit 31 miles because I tracked it.
Right. Nice.
Right. And then it just started increasing, and I was going with these challenges with people, and I found myself walking more, and not just walking more, but walking more frequently. Right? All this with a knee brace. I didn't take my knee brace off until 2 months ago.
Okay.
When I could find, and that to me was a milestone. Even though the pounds only say like 7 or 8 pounds difference, but being able to take a knee brace off and walk 5 miles is huge, you know? So start where you at.
Yes, I love that. That is definitely important, starting where you are. Don't get all stuck of the journey of things. Just start. That's what it is, just starting.
Girl, yes. So let's go back to, we got a couple more minutes. And I know people are saying like, well, how did most each other this and that? So Nama and I had some good time together in business. And I watched her develop this Wazobia brand. And she has had a knack for business since I met you. You knew you wanted to be in business with yourself.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
And
need that for sure.
right?
Yes.
Because let me tell y'all, business by yourself ain't fun. But business
It's not.
with yourself is fun.
Yeah.
And,
Yes.
and it's not just fun for those people who are like, well, I'm not about fun, I'm about making cash. You don't want to make cash by yourself, and you can't make cash by yourself.
Right.
You need some people to believe in your brand and your
Yes.
business and your product and your service. That's why you do business with yourself and not by yourself or for yourself.
Right.
And so you had this, and this was like you said, the vision. And you was like, I can do this and totally create this platform. And one thing about you, Nama, you've always been about serving people, you know? So um, she's been very coachable. And I guess I feel like I'm talking too much, but you have always been coachable. And that's one of the things I love about working with you. It's like, she'll come to me with an idea, we kind of tweak it, and then she would go and move and take action on it to the point where she started coming to me first, like, hey, this is what we're going to do on this and that front. Talk about that level of accountability for your life and how others show up for you to keep you accountable.
Well, when you speak about accountability, I came to the decision and realization you can have accountability partners, that's all good and gravy, but no one can really hold you accountable to what you want to commit yourself to better than yourself. So I had to mentally make the decision for myself to go full throttle into the things I want to happen. I can share the ideas to have an extra person knowing of the ideas, but in reality, that person can't really make me do what I don't want to do or what I want to do. Only myself can drive myself in doing these things that I want to do. And I think it comes from the desire of wanting something so bad. You make sure you hold yourself accountable getting those things done, So I just really started to track my progress. I started writing goals for myself, and I did my best. Not everything that I wrote down I completed, but I did my best in making things happen enough where I got some type of traction to Wazobia Dance brand. Where enough people heard, saw, experienced it, and had good outcomes from it to tell a friend. That's the whole purpose of me doing Wazobia Dance, because I don't want someone to experience it and it stays right there. I want them to tell a friend, so I do my best in putting in the discipline I need in myself to perform how I should perform in front of people, to want to come back, and not only want to come back with someone else. So I hold myself accountable in just things that I see myself wanting, things that I see myself should having, because we all desire things in this life.
Right.
And it's not all about ourselves, but I feel like we are humans and we definitely want things for ourselves. But in the same token of things, I feel like you give so much to receive back so much as well.
Ooh, that's good. That's good.
So yeah.
And Miss Wanda said, she said, that's why I speak, lady. She's so happy you stayed the course, like she always told you.
Miss Wanda has been definitely someone who motivated me and spoke positivity in my life and mentored me. So thank you, Miss Wanda. I so much appreciate you. Like I've been in Miss Wanda's office too. And she knows. I was like, Miss Wanda, I don't want a regular 9-to-5. Like, I just knew a regular 9-to-5 wasn't within me. And it's okay for people who do have people who have regular 9-to-5. That's perfectly well. For me personally, I just knew I wanted to build upon what I have. And if the opportunity didn't come matching what I have or better than what I have, I didn't want to do it.
Yeah.
you know, so that's how my mindset been, and that's how I expressed to Miss Wanda, and she encouraged me, like, do what you believe is right. And yes, I thank you, Miss Wanda.
I'm telling you, you're such a great student. I mean, who would we love you. And
I love y'all too.
and Nama's right. She would show up in your office kind of like, and I knew, I was like, she's not saying anything, but she wants something, or she just need to kind of bounce some things off of me. And I'm
Mhm.
like, give me a moment.
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
let's have a lunch date. Meet me
yeah,
at Panera.
yeah.
Yeah. So, and I mean, so that's another thing, whether you are the student or the mentor at that time, to recognize the moments that each person plays. Is it the time for you to listen? Is it a time for you to seek out assistance? And you are really good about that. And that is, I believe that's definitely one of the attributes that makes you a better business owner today.
Thank you. Thank you. I try my best because within business, you definitely learn, you know, so you definitely learn, you definitely make adjustments where necessary, and it definitely shape your character as a business person as well. So I definitely had to be a person of a student to definitely move forward in my craft, because without me really focusing and paying attention and learning, I would have been stagnant, and people probably wouldn't want to work with me because I wouldn't be receptive to whatever they were trying to tell me, you know? So, and that's just in life, period, not only in business, in life and relationships. It's very important for us to be present and understand what the other person is trying to convey to us, and see if it's relevant enough for us to move forward or, you know, reconsider and take another route. But just listen first.
Love it. Well, we are any parting words. I want to say again, thank you. You can find Nama on YouTube. I put a link in the comments, so look at the comments. She's also on Facebook and on Wazobia as Wazobia.
Dance.
Facebook Wazobia. Facebook and Instagram.
Yes.
As
Facebook and
Wazobia
Instagram.
Dance.
Yes. They got you. It's all good.
In the comments, like her page, share her page, like, comment, and subscribe to her YouTube channel, and like, subscribe to Compassion Action so you can see this full dialogue again.
Yes.
And just and get moving is what I'll say.
Yes, let's move. Let's do something out the ordinary. Let's have fun. Let's create. Let's build relationships. Yeah, let's uplift each other. Let's be whole. It can go on and on and on.
I love it. I think those are great parting words, but if there's anything you want to add, this is your moment.
I completely thank you again, Ms. Mosey, for this opportunity, for this space to talk about Wazobia Dance. You know, I enjoy you as a person, so I always have good time just talking to you about anything. But I appreciate you so much.
I appreciate you. I love you. And kiss that baby girl.
I definitely will.
I can't wait to just, say hey.
I know. She's a little more mature, so she could talk back now.
I know. I'm like, oh my God, the time is flying. So
yeah.
We say bye, Facebook. We say tell the truth today and move it today.
Yes. Let's do it. Bye.
All right. Let me stop the recording.